Nerdrotic.com.
There we go. Hi. Oh, let me get this picture off my face. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. It's the member stream. I figured since the last one was short, we can do a short one today. I've got to get on my videos, the videos I'm doing. Kind of haven't decided yet. It's between two. I can't be both, though. I just don't have time for that. So here we go. I'm going to put in the invite. Have your headphones on. Questions, comments, concerns, compliments, whatever you want to talk about. Poor John Barrowman's getting canceled. I mean, like, he did whip his, dick out on people, which is pretty inappropriate. But it was 16 years ago. He paid the price. I think he already did his time on that one. So we're retrying him in the court of Puritan public opinion. All these Puritans on these anonymous ones on Twitter. Hello.
Puritan public opinion.
Hello.
Somebody's not wearing their headphones. Hi, Rick. K. Boomer. Yeah, I get to too. So what's up, George?
Greetings, Gary. Greetings.
Greetings.
Nice to be here again.
Glad you're here. What's up, Draco?
Not much. I'm just popping in to say hi, and then I'm going to pop out again.
Hello.
I'm on my way to work.
Always working, man. Do you get days off?
I can.
You can? But
Yes.
why? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like to see the sun?
Question.
He doesn't.
I don't. You should. Have you seen me on some of the live streams where I do show my face? I'm pale.
You're a
It's
vampire.
not very.
I thought it was like a Draco Malfoy kind of look, but yeah, I hear that.
It is.
Yeah.
He makes vampires.
Well, anyway,
you pan.
There you go. There you go. So I am going to let the space go, and you guys all have a great stream. I hope to still see you when I am at work.
Excellent. And have a good day at work, sir. Thanks for
Thank you
popping.
very much, sir.
Good to hear the dulcet tones of Draco.
Why, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Greetings and salutations, everyone. How's everyone this fine Sunday?
Hello, sir. Yeah, very well, thank you.
Nice to see everybody.
Waking up. Getting started. I'm still a little groggy because I was up pretty late last night. But yeah, so we have Ironcaster. What's up, man?
Not too bad. Been trying to get some editing software together because my Corel Video Studio will not preview for me. It's just choppy. It stutters. It is driving me crazy.
I've never heard of Corel.
That's no one from me.
Yeah, like when you're editing and recording, it's really important to have like the biggest, most powerful computer you can possibly get, because like these things, and even with the big ones, they have a hard time with like OBS and editing software going at the same time, which I do because I have them both up You know, because I build my videos as it goes. God forbid I put any kind of motion graphics in anything. So, yeah, I feel you.
Like I can't even preview what I'm trying to edit. I'm like I'm just trying to cut down like a couple seconds of a clip for tomorrow, and I can't even get that together. So I gotta like go scramble to get some new software, I guess.
I'd suggest DaVinci Resolve. It's free. It's super powerful.
I just downloaded it last night. The problem I have is that it doesn't accept MKV files.
Well, that's easy enough to convert. Handbrake will convert anything you need for free.
Are you on a Mac or PC?
I'm on PC.
So you can
Welcome to the rabbit hole of trying to work technology, my friend.
Yeah, you'd have to get Adobe Suite. You can get certain things you can pick and choose. I use Media Encoder for that stuff on the PC side. But yeah, there's probably some free freaking PC thing out there.
I'll try the Handbrake and DaVinci route.
Yeah, the only plus is it doesn't cost anything, but it might not be as integrated as Adobe.
Yeah. What's up, bird of prey?
Kapla.
Kapla.
As Kirk said in Star Trek 4, you're not exactly seeing me at my best. I'm actually fighting pneumonia right now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I've just found out yesterday. Sunday night.
Oh no.
They were like, "Yeah, you got pneumonia." I was like, "Oh fuck."
You and George, you're in good company.
Yeah. So I just want to come on, say hello again, Gary. Always good to hear you. Love the shows. Would love, that Thursday show you sometimes do. Once in a while, a little more, but other than that,
we have to do one. There's just tons of news that has come out in the last week, including the new UFO that went into the water and didn't cause a disturbance, which was weird. Did you see that one?
I did. Yeah. I don't know. Secure team doesn't seem what it used to be.
It was the other one, the one that Jeremy Corbell put out, where they said splash. Did you see that one?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, here. I'll pull it up. You guys haven't seen it. No, Secure Team is not a reliable source for UFOs.
What I don't like about the video that was recently posted was that all of the reference data, which we've seen in the other footage, like the cameras with all the what the radar they're looking at, the speed, all that stuff wasn't in this footage. And that sort of bugs me because I just want to get.
Yeah,
I want it all.
I do too, and I need to know. And we have the Navy coming out and admitting this stuff, so we don't need any of this fake bullshit anymore. That's basically. But this one was pretty good, and the last one, I thought was kind of bullshit, and then the Navy came out and said it was real. So what do I know? What do I know? But here it is. No, Secure Team is not what it was before. There we go.
Yeah. Took off. Booking it.
Yeah. It's grainy as hell, too. I hate it. Can we get something in 4K, please?
Yeah.
I want to get a UFO caught in 4K.
Omaha, 50 kid Rocco Peralta has the ability to launch helo ASAP.
I just want them to stop halfway through and get out the vehicle with a megaphone and go, "Look, guys, we're aliens."
Making chance to probably bring that 35 routes to India. We're here.
It's the TV people.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have 31 knots sustained wind, top side, gust of 40.
What was splash? Mark bearing and range.
So it went into the ocean. And
Bit of a cocoon job then.
yeah. Well, I mean, it makes sense. If they're here, they're probably in the oceans if they want to be undisturbed by us at all times.
It's a great hiding spot.
It is.
Makes sense there.
I think I'm of the opinion that we would be like a gas station to an alien race, because if you think about it, water is hydrogen and oxygen. You separate it and that's fuel. Maybe that's what's going on. And we're just like a backwater gas station.
All aliens drive hydrogen-powered Hondas. Absolutely.
All right, kids, we're gonna stop here. Just don't get out. Don't talk to the locals.
Yeah. In and out.
Don't throw your trash out the window.
Exactly.
Because they've seen Deliverance.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
If you
Some
see
third
Steve
in
Guttenberg
neighborhood, you
in a
get
boat-
shot.
Yeah, kids, remember where you parked.
Richard Dolan equated it to us sending drones back to like the early Middle Ages. And well, all we pretty much see is them fighting each other, chopping off a head or two, doing some farming. Maybe a lord goes out and practices first night, but that it would be really boring after a while. And then, like now that we have stuff that can actually go places, that's where they're going to get concerned. They probably not concerned. Like once we had nuclear bombs, okay, that's interesting. And then they lost interest for a while. They're like, okay, if they kill each other, whatever. But then, we start sending things other places and they're like, okay, now they can bring their shit to us. Now we got a problem. So I can see that. We're still like an ant to them. If they can do this, if this is aliens at all, it could be another country, which means we're just as fucked or probably more fucked.
Could be us from the future.
Could be us from the future.
Or it could be just DARPA testing out their new technology.
I had a good email that this could be us from the past, man. Whoa.
Million years ago.
Not time travel, please.
Yeah, right.
Well, who knows? It could be one of my favorite Twilight Zone episodes, To Serve Mankind.
It could be. It's a cookbook.
I always think with a lot of the alien stuff, not that I don't believe that they're aliens, I just always think that if there were aliens, obviously they would have done a lot of science. They'd be probably pretty scientifically advanced. And I'm just thinking, even with us, because one argument I've always heard is of like why they don't show themselves. Like, well, you don't stop to watch what the ants are doing or whatever. But people do stop. There are people that have researched ants. So I always think like, well, if they found us, wouldn't there be some people that would be, we have to study them? And you have a lot of people studying up close. And I also always just think like, if we're that insignificant to them, why would they care to hide? Like, what are we going to do? They could vaporize our whole planet if they wanted to.
They could, but like we can't communicate with the ants though. See, that's the thing.
Maybe they were about to communicate with us, and then they saw Doctor Who, and they were like, "That's what they think we're like. Forget it."
Or just saw The Last Year and went, "Oh, fuck all these people.
We're done. We're done.
Yeah.
Back in the ocean, guys."
I guess there's a whole theory that we're just a TV show for them. This is what the writers came up with this year.
Oh, I can see that.
Maybe they're like, well, we'll wait another 20 years. There won't be any of them left, and we'll just have a nice little place to vacation at.
Yeah.
Planet Earth could just be a zoo to them.
I've heard the zoo hypothesis, the prison planet, slave planet, and or we could be one of the weirdest anomalies in the universe, considering that our planet originally probably couldn't have supported life the way it is now because it wasn't on its side. It wasn't there wasn't 4 seasons. Something did that to our planet. Don't we have one of our planets in the solar system that's on its side?
Yeah, we're all in a certain
Uranus
angle, and then a bunch of others are Uranus is completely the other way.
Pole faces the sun.
Also, our Pacific Ocean, it's half of the planet. Something clearly happened where there's no longer half of the planet.
Well, that's probably what they claim the moon was made out of. That's the craziest theory I've ever heard.
Well, here's a concept. All matter on the planet is here. It gets recycled, reused, or repurposed, whatever you want to call it. But the planet has a finite amount of matter.
Not true. We get impacts all the time.
What's that?
Yeah.
We get impacts. It's nothing's finite here. Like, no, we'll get more. If an asteroid comes tomorrow, we got more matter.
Yeah, that's where I'm leading to.
Oh, okay.
You know, our extra matter is coming from the impacts, extraterrestrial wise, that is.
I don't know how accurate it is, but the number I saw was 10 pounds a day of new mass captured from space. Doesn't sound like very much, but
over time it accumulates.
Yeah.
I mean, there is there's a here. I can show you what.
Just imagine a self-conscious, Mother Earth. Fucking 10 pounds every day. Can't keep this shit off.
I gotta blow off one of these volcanoes.
I spin around the sun. I am constantly moving, trying to lose weight, and it doesn't work.
I'm on my axis all day.
You gotta watch some of the brief videos.
Imagine if we started mining the asteroid fields and bringing matter back.
Oh man, mass
There's
would
some
shoot up.
asteroids that are, nearby that are worth like trillions of dollars more than our national.
Japan landed on one, or crash landed on one.
Though I guess we do lose mass every time we send up like a rocket or something, especially out of orbit. Because
those are the cuckoo astronauts.
So this, I mean, just to show you how slowly things move on the planet, and it's just a theory at this point. This is the Oregon anomaly. See this little circle right here? Not an impact or anything. It's believed to be a caldera for Yellowstone.
Shit.
Over here. Yeah.
That's really big.
So there's calderas that have moved over. So this little disturbance stays the same, and what happens is the land moves over it.
Well, it's exactly like Hawaii was created.
I love those movies about world apocalypse, and they've always got a scene where LA just gets fucking destroyed, and I'm always cheering yeah.
Oh man, San Andreas was great.
What was that one? Day After Tomorrow with the tornadoes and stuff.
Oh, that's a great one.
Somebody should take all these disaster movies and just cut them together into a super disaster.
Yeah, somebody needs to get a hold of Eric K.
Destruction, super cut. Yeah.
In the day after Sharknado,
Perry Chan,
2012.
Then it ends with Magneto lifting up the Golden Gate Bridge.
Putin's in a his mansion with a couple of hookers. He's all, oh no, we got to watch my favorite supercut to get me in mood for sex. It's all the destruction of the United States. There you go. But we're all Russian agents. Sorry, shouldn't say bad things about my boss.
I don't know what the hell we are anymore. We get labeled with so many
YouTube
different
comrade.
YouTube comrade. Jesus.
This is where we have secret meeting.
Yes.
We stream to network. Everyone see.
I'm actually going to hop out because I'm going to let some other people that I know want to get in. And I just came in to say hello to everybody and greetings, salutations, see how everybody was. And I'll talk to you later, Gary.
All right.
Okay. Eric, thank you so much for all the times you put my links in and whatnot.
Hey, I do my best for everybody. So.
Hey, thank you for always greeting me with a personal greeting every time I come into the chat. Man, that means a lot.
Yeah, geez, Eric, I thought we had something. You're greeting everybody?
Everybody?
Hey, everyone here is important. Members, non-members. Yep. I mean,
even me.
Yes, even you. But yeah, everyone is important. here in the chat, and members, non-members. It doesn't matter to me if you're here contributing. That's what I care about. And hey, we're just here to have fun and have a good time. Be entertained by Gary and the rest of the crew, and it's a lot of work, but it's a good time, you know. And I think it's grown to be something really special. So, hey, I mean, Gary's done a fabulous job.
So have you, Eric. Thank you.
Yeah,
appreciate you.
I'm gonna hop out to give.
All right, you
chances.
feel better, man.
Thank you. Yeah, I gotta get some rest. Kapla all.
Kapla, brother.
Kapla.
Take it easy, Eric.
All right, take care, everybody.
Take care, bud. I'll talk to you.
Geez, Gary, is there any more Erics like that from back home?
I don't know. There's only one Eric K, man. Eric K is the best. Just makes it to every one of my streams miraculously, even though they're not scheduled at all, except for Friday Night Tights and the Inquisition. But mine are just when I can do it, and he's always there. It's fucking awesome. It is brilliant. So okay, we were going around the horn. We're at Sven. Hi, Sven.
Hey, how's it going?
Good,
I missed you on Thursday, but Thursday was a very special day for my wife and I. It was the 1 year anniversary of our granddaughter's passing. Her elementary school invited us over. They brought the whole school out, all the kids around the playground, all in a circle, and they released butterflies. And they had her class drew pictures for us and everything. She had only gone to preschool, and she had only had like 2 or 3 days of kindergarten before she couldn't go to school anymore. But everybody had a story, remembered her, like it was just so touching. And then we did a little. We had a little picnic at the park that was close by, like just family, and we released butterflies. My wife and I have this little tradition where we'll buy these little mini cakes, and I'll stick these like they're like M80s, but just a little smaller, and I'll just blow the shit out of these cakes. And we do it on her birthday and her anniversary passing. She would have loved it. But yesterday I did a 6.5 hour live stream.
Dang.
Promoting that article that I linked, I don't know, about a month ago on the member stream to bring awareness to that we might have a cure for cancer soon. And I wasn't, it was a memorial stream. It wasn't a charity stream. I wasn't asking anybody to donate anything. I just wanted people to share that article out because the news organizations should be talking about this, and they're not. Like, we're talking about like the president saying we can't have 4th of July, or Dr. Seuss getting canceled, or Mr. Potato Head being gender neutral. It's like, why aren't we talking about this? But yeah, 6.5 hours I did, and then I went on 2 other live streams yesterday. I was up for almost 24 hours.
Dang.
And yeah, I'm glad you're doing this today because I did miss you on Thursday.
Well, I love your dedication and your passion for that. And yeah, maybe you're the guy who needs to champion the cause. Maybe it's you. Maybe you have been anointed.
Yeah, maybe. Did anybody see the He-Man animation? The artwork.
I saw a little bit of it.
Is the show
out?
No.
They were promoting it, but it's not out yet. But the
guys look fine.
It's just the ladies that look kind of funky,
huh? The animation looks really good, but I still think it's gonna be woke.
Probably here's some of the animation. Yeah, it looks pretty good to me. I mean, like I'm not a He-Man fan, so that was a little behind. I was a little older when that came around, and I was more into like superheroes. Here we go.
Unfortunately, I'm of an age where that stuff touched my soul as a kid. I was in awe of it. Obviously, watching it now, it's not very good quality, but
that
it has a
dude-ish.
place in my heart. And if people mess with it, I'm kind of annoyed.
This was in my cartoon.
Looks like a man.
Yeah, the girls do look a lot really butch. This stuff was in my cartoon rotation as a kid. He-Man, G.I. Joe, Transformers, Voltron, Thundercats,
Silverhawks.
Yeah, and I
Prince
just
Adam looks like a little boy.
Beast looks good.
Yeah, that
Beast Man.
Battle of the Planet.
I heard a rumor that it's not going to be about He-Man. It's called He-Man, but he's gonna step back, and it's gonna be what's her name, Tila?
Sounds like The Witcher.
Fine. At this point, they can do what they want. I don't care.
That right there. Doesn't his head look a little small for that big ass body?
Yeah. Even worse though.
I mean, I might be being picky, but I'm just.
It could be that Cal Art stuff they use. It could be a lot worse.
This was the one.
I think somebody said this was the same artist that did that new cartoon that's out.
She-Ra?
Invincible?
Invincible. Yeah. Invincible. I literally just woke up like an hour ago. My brain isn't working yet.
When I saw that hairstyle, I was like, oh,
yeah,
same hairstyle, the side shady hairstyle.
At least she's a redhead.
Yeah, Kevin Smith is insisting it's about He-Man, so we'll find out.
That Skeletor looks really good, though, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember what happened was Clownfish tweeted out saying they were hearing rumors of some stuff. They didn't even make the proper video on it, and then Kevin Smith turned around and was instantly calling them out for having asked questions about rumors.
And you
mind
know what?
his podcast, he talks about rumors as well. So
yeah, we talked about this yesterday.
Yes.
It's eerily reminiscent of what Neil Druckmann did when The Last of Us 2 leaked. Oh, you're there. That's not right. And then what happened? It came out, and they were right. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I guess we're going to find out soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Screen Rant came out and said the same thing. And it wasn't attached to what Clownfish TV said. So, I tweeted that article right at Kevin, which I usually don't do. But I'm like, okay, well, you can't get on Clownfish when other people are saying it too, dude. So, like, if it's not true, then good. Great.
Gary, you're going to make Kevin Smith cry.
I'm You're going to make him cry out of the other side of his eyes.
It's gotten to the point where I came across an article of someone calling out and talking about the fact that Kevin Smith crying is a meme.
It is.
Oh, I gotta find it.
He's a meme now. I mean, he's full on Hollywood.
He's corporate Kevin.
Corporate Kevin. Rigobortus, what's up?
Not much, sir. How are you today?
Doing good, man. Just chilling, on a Sunday, kind of revving up.
Yeah, same here. Just relaxing. Kind of a first timer here, so I appreciate it.
Cool. Nice shirt.
I watch you religiously. So
appreciate it.
Yeah, you have great content, excuse me. And I don't know, I'm a comic book enthusiast like you. Grew up with all that Star Wars, see how they ruined everything lately. So I caught your channel, and then I D-Day Cobras and everybody's that's been in the fandom. I agree, I disagree on some, but it's everybody's opinion. I just want a good story in Star Wars and not the identity politics. I don't care who likes who and who doesn't like who. Make a movie.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, like
keep that stuff out of it.
Yeah, like I can separate art from artists until they go after fans. Like if an artist has a bad take on politics, I could care less.
Well, mine started kind of back in Batman and Robin when they cast. I saw how they were casting people, and they never casted people right. I mean, what got me was Schwarzenegger, Mr. Freeze. No, in my opinion, it should have been Patrick Stewart. He looked from the comic. He looks older guy. He'd have been perfect for it, I thought. Alicia Silverstone, Catwoman. Oh, come on, please. That was a joke. The whole movie was a joke, and just seeing stuff down the line, just changing everything, and I mean, I understand changing stuff here and there, but when you do a 180 on stuff, and then you're just making it for a certain percentage of people and not the overall ones who made it popular, now you're doing a disservice, in my opinion.
Well, and we've gotten to ridiculous proportions now. We pray for Batman and Robin. Shit. Compared to what
just
we
some campy, stupid fun. Yeah.
I'm finding I'm enjoying new stuff, like brand new IPs, better than old properties that they're redoing, because they seem to always mess them up. Inject their politics. It's like, I can't remember who said it, but they can't create their own stuff. They have to ruin other things because they know if they create their own stuff, nobody's going to watch it.
Yep.
So the new stuff that comes out, chances are it's not going to be woke. That's what I'm finding anyway from personal experience.
Well, I mean, it depends on where you go. I think pretty much everything from Hollywood's pretty woke right now.
Well,
but
I love Jupiter's Legacy. Like I binged the whole series. I'm going to watch it again here soon.
I still gotta check that out.
And I didn't catch hardly anything woke. In fact, in the first episode, him and his brother are sitting in their like Justice League headquarters, and they're having a conversation, and he says something along the lines of, like, he's listing all this stuff about like society and everybody's fighting each other and kids are learning shooter drills before their ABCs, and then he says something about and I don't care people burning down the streets, and I don't care what they call themselves, they're Nazis. It's like, I thought about it for a second. I was like, wait a minute, is he going after? No, and then I thought about it. Who's burning down the streets? It's a BLM protest. He just called the left Nazis.
Yeah, that was one way to interpret it. I mean, this is from source material that goes back 10 years.
Yeah, at least that's how I interpret it.
8 years.
I don't know.
Not 10 years, 8 years.
Oh.
But no, they changed that a little bit. I'm halfway through. It's nihilist, though. That's the thing. It's not woke, but then you're also fighting a nihilism that's going on in Hollywood.
Yeah, and I understand.
Which is technically part of the woke. It really is, because it's part of, we're ripping down all structures from before, patriarchy, colonialism. This is, and but that's not what Mark was trying to do. Mark was kind of copying a lot. It was a big trend in comic books. For it still is. It's still there. It's like, what if superheroes were more grounded? What if Superman was bad? What if Superman's girlfriend broke up with him and he lost his mind? What if Superman had a family and they were drug addicts? It's like, and it's interesting in the comic books in context with about 2,000-3,000 Superman stories surrounding it of him being a hero, but we don't have that. We have maybe one or two Superman stories of him being a hero. In context of, we have more deconstructed Supermans than we have any real Supermans when it comes to film.
Doesn't that kind of reflect today's younger generation, though, and how they view the world?
I don't necessarily buy into that. I have two kids, and they're not nihilists. They are definitely watching parents and adults acting like fucking fools, but they're not nihilists.
Well, you do live in California. I
do. I live in one of the worst places as far as politics are concerned to live.
I live Eastern Indiana, and I kind of see that in the young people around me, is that they have a very pessimistic look at the world.
Well, I would too during a pandemic, and that's up to parents to kind of lift them up out of that, you know. And but like, how could you not? Because everything they take in nowadays is fucking pessimistic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everything is. So, and Jupiter, I mean, again, Jupiter's Legacy, I haven't finished yet. I've read the comic book. I like the comic book a lot. Thought it was good. It's very different, though, than the show. And don't read the comic. If you started the show, do not read the comic book, because it will spoil the show within the third issue, if I remember correctly. But yeah. I mean, like, that's better. I thought The Witcher had moments that I liked, and there was the Orville, and Umbrella Academy season 1 was great, and Ultra Carbon season 1 was great, and Taboo was great. And there was we were headed towards a great renaissance, but then politics came in and ruined absolutely everything.
At least it couldn't get into Primal. Thanks for the recommendation, by the way. That was amazing. Yeah.
And it won't get into Venture Brothers. which has a movie now.
Love, Death, and Robots season 2 is out. I haven't watched any of it yet, and so is the last season of Castlevania. I haven't watched any of that yet, and I'm really looking forward to those.
Is Warren Ellis involved in the last season? Didn't he get canceled?
I don't know.
Yeah, let me see. I don't know how it can be good without him. Let's see, because I know he canceled himself. Damn fool.
That's funny.
Yep. Here we go. Let me see. I liked the first 2 seasons a lot. I thought they were really good. Let me see. Okay, there's the first episode. Is his name attached? Nope. What the hell? Nobody's name's attached. That's not very fun. What's up, IMDb? Yeah, I don't know if Warren Ellis is still attached to this or not, but he got canceled. He canceled himself like 6 months ago. But yeah, check it out. I mean, like I heard, I haven't watched season 3, so I don't know. I heard mixed reviews on it. Mixed reviews. I did do reviews on the first season or 2 on this channel somewhere. You dig deep enough. What's up, Austin Dwyer?
Hey, Gary, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Just since you know more about this analytics stuff for YouTube, have you noticed anything kind of getting lifted at all? Like, there's more people accessing, more people getting. Like,
I'm sorry, you're fading out on me, Austin.
Oh, sorry. I guess, have you ever noticed, and like maybe YouTube not throttling your channel or suggesting it to more people or anything like that?
Oh, it's things are much better now. Much better now. It's still no, it's I think the recommendations are back to everything's kind of back to normal, and YouTube acknowledged that they had a problem. I actually sent them a very nice they because I had sent them a bunch of things, Team YouTube sent me a DM just like asking what the experience was, and I'm like, you know what, guys, I'm going to give you a compliment. Like, you guys did a really good job acknowledging the problem and fixing it once you acknowledged it. And so it's been good. It's been real good. Thanks for asking. I'd say it's time to jump on.
Yeah, I was just wondering because I know that I know that like normally I don't get suggested any videos, but now I've been getting suggested. Like, I've been suggested just some guy videos and yellow flash videos, and I'm like, well, that never happens. Actually, the last time it happened was actually around this last election, which is how I found your channel. Which gives me a theory that I think, Twitter obviously thought Biden was going to win, but I think that whatever Google was looking at thought that Trump was going to win. It's like, oh crap, if we suppress this again, we're going to get screwed. But I don't know if that's has been anyone else's experience.
They fortified the election. And that means, and that was an admission by all of these companies, whatever side you're on. They said it. Like, it's not my words, that's theirs, which means they did whatever they did and it justified it. And it did. Yeah. The election was like somebody threw a switch on YouTube and we were doing like gangbusters, like some growth that I haven't seen, like some record growth, like a record month for me was, I believe I got 40,000 subs in a month. That was Game of Thrones. And then at the end of during Star Wars, I got another 40,000 subs during that. Then it's pretty consistent after that. It's anywhere between 12 and 20. And it just stopped. I mean, which is not possible. So it's like they turned off the spigot, and it happened to me, as Jeremy, just everybody, both Jeremys, the Quartering, It's a Gundam, every single channel suffered from it in a certain sphere, which was very suspicious. But then it fixed itself for a little while, like right around Christmas, it got better. It was fine for a little while. And then anytime there's like civil unrest or the potential for it, I feel like they put down the switch. So right around the Chauvin trial, everything shut down again because they just didn't want people talking about it or whatever. Which I wasn't, by the way.
Honestly, I'm not really surprised they're not trying to do that right now with some of the things that are happening.
I think it's. I don't think that they want. We offer a distraction in a way, like from the government, right? Because I don't talk about the politics, so I don't know. Paul, it's an iffy thing. I've had people reach out to me and ask me to get more political, do a political channel, come on and do more political stuff, and I just don't want to. I'm not that into it. Like like I'm more into the big picture and not into the right left thing. That's not. I've never been a part of that. I've just. So I'll talk about like. It's not really politics to me when it comes to free speech, free expression, authoritarianism coming in and clamping down with some tyrannical government. That's not a left-right thing. That's a right-wrong thing to me, which I'll talk about through pop culture. But I resisted that, and it probably hurt me. I don't know, maybe not, but I don't think I could talk about it all the time. I'd rather, because I'd be just talking about Star Wars all the time or fucking Marvel comics or anything, because that's what I'm into. So, and we can do it through pop culture. I think we can do, because pop culture is a great, if we lose pop culture, we lose our culture. We start like that's gone. Like it's that important, because that means a major facet of our constructed society, which was successful, not perfect, but successful, is gone, and that means everything else is going to start eroding. So, not to frighten anybody, but like that's where we're at.
It's going to get worse after Lord of the Rings.
Well, I'll go ahead and jump out so somebody else can come in. I appreciate you having me on, and
thanks, Rigor Mortis.
Again.
Hey, you're welcome back anytime, and thanks for signing up, and that goes for all of you. And it was nice to talk to you.
I'm going to remember the force is for everyone.
Nice.
I'm going to jump out too.
All right, Sven. Hey, Sven, I'm sorry about your anniversary, and I'm glad you've turned this thing into something really positive.
Yeah, I just want to say that I bring her up a lot, and I know it kind of sucks the joy out of the room sometimes, but I'm not doing it to garner sympathy from anyone. I'm doing it to keep her memory alive. I just want to, I talk about her just to talk about her, to keep her memory alive, basically. And I don't want anybody to feel like they need to give me their condolences or anything like that, because it's not like that. It's just, I'm
great respect for that.
But thank you for doing this. Thank you for letting me hang out. I love your content, and I support you as best I can.
I appreciate it, buddy.
Have a good day, everybody.
You too, man. Bye-bye. Hey, we all deal with grief in different ways, man. And it's all got to be respected. And if people can't, then fuck them, and that's about it. It's your grief, and it's your granddaughter. Shit. That's a horrible thing. It's a horrible thing. I can't even imagine it. So, we've got Stetson Gold. What's up, buddy? How's your phone?
Right, mate. Well, how do I sound right now?
I'm fine.
Okay.
You sound foreign.
You sound foreign.
Yeah, I always ask this, and I always get this answer. Yes, I'm very foreign. I'm not going to pretend to do an American accent. That would be more insulting, wouldn't it?
That'd be great.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
You'd be an American actor these days.
We could all do British accents. How about that?
Yeah.
Just still using my phone. I'm my main thing at the moment is to save for a new computer, because I haven't been putting any videos up. And also, I think I've run out of ideas as well. I think I'm a bit black-pilled when it comes to pop culture.
There's your video.
Right.
I think I'm black-pilled, and then you work yourself through it.
The video. The only thing actually that's just come out in pop culture, which is really positive, that even the feminists are loving, is the giant lady from Resident Evil 8. She has just become this massive thing, and I love it.
Oh, she's nasty.
I need the hot toy. Me and Az, well, Az wants the hot toy. I want the hot toy of that.
Yeah, I can give a crap about video games, but Az's screams like bring me so much
It
joy.
was a joy.
You mean his war crest?
Here, let's.
I actually enjoyed Az's stream more than PewDiePie's, and I'm not trying to compare, but I was just like this. Maybe it's because I watch more of Az's live streams, so it flowed more.
Az is entertaining. Az is a great live streamer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to go watch Mahler's stream of it.
Warcry.
If my only content is bringing that clip up, then I'm going.
I watched that like 70 times yesterday. I never gets old.
So is that getting worked into some videos?
Oh, hang on. It's in my soundboard.
Oh no!
You need to work that into the video reviews alongside the
Oh, it's in my next one. Believe me,
bro.
Oh, we got bro. We got so bro.
So bro.
And we're gonna make a symphony of this. It's gonna be beautiful.
All right.
Beautiful. I'm probably gonna do Lord of the Rings. I mean, it's low hanging fruit, but pluck. I will pluck. Although what Salk was saying about Lord of the Rings wasn't wrong. Like, yes, we spent $500 million on something. It needs to be appealed to the most people on planet Earth, or my job, or my ass is grass. But there's other things from the article that we can pluck that are terrible and good. Lord of the Rings is going to be terrible, by the way. It's going to be fucking terrible. Excuse me, Father, but it's
true.
It's just the rumor I heard. Oh, it's gonna. God, the thing is, though, it kicks up so much potential bad stuff. I would say with the rumor I heard, it gets very dicey. So that's why I haven't talked about it in the last 2 videos. Because I've got people emailing me about that show. Like I don't get emailed about anything. Like really, once in a while I got used to get Star Trek stuff, but man, people email me stuff about Lord of the Rings, like a lot. So little set photos of cranes, that's about it. So who else we got? So Stetson, we got Butt Crack Media.
Hey Gary, how's it going?
Hello.
Hey. Yeah, I'm doing good. I just started work there Monday. Back to work again.
Nice.
So I'm doing good. And I was going to ask you about that the fan film, the Bucketheads. Did you watch that?
I haven't seen it. It's
yeah,
on
that's
YouTube.
really good.
Yeah, it's really good. It's
So-
like really good.
Buckethead. What's it called? What's the title of it?
Oh.
Is it Star Wars? Is it just a Star Wars?
Yeah, it's Star Wars. Yeah, it's a fan film.
Oh yeah. Okay. Ground Zero.
Yeah, I think so. Yes, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, this one looks really fucking cool. I mean, like, if this was Star Wars, I would be all in. Like,
yeah,
all in. Yeah, I put it down.
Yeah. I actually saw the video of C-3PO the other day, and I immediately went to check it out. And it's really good in its own merit. You really don't have to compare it to anything. It's just good, and it's a different perspective. It's the Empire perspective.
It's the Empire perspective. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're not all evil people. They're just guys that got a job as cops. Essentially, that's where stormtroopers are. They're not comedically bad. They're just they work more like cops, because Palpatine eventually had to do some number crunching, and he figured out that clones are way too expensive to maintain an empire. And they're shock troopers. Every single one of them are commandos. And he needed a different option, so that's why he got the stormtroopers, because they're basically cops. They act as cops and and foot soldiers.
My only concern with that is like that's more than I ever want to know about Star Wars. Star Wars is the reason it's a success is in its vagueness about John. I always mispronounce his last name, but the guy who directed Conan, John Milius, taught both Spielberg and Lucas that less is more. Do not, look at Sauron in Lord of the Rings. You get little in the books, fleeting glimpse, and then in the movie, not at all, except for in the prologue. And then we built this thing up in our imagination. If we start seeing stormtroopers as sympathetic, then the rebels look like fucking dicks. I mean, it's great. It's great if you want to like add layers to it, but I don't think that's what Star Wars was ever meant to be. We were never supposed to know much beyond what they told us specifically. And it was beautiful in its simplicity. But this looks cool as hell. And if Disney took this route again, visually, I'd be in. And you know why? This is masculine. This shit is masculine. You got fucking fighting.
Well, it's George Lucas's vision, isn't it? As long as all roads lead to his ultimate decision of, so and so is evil, then I don't mind. But when it deviates from the actual, the idea.
Yeah. Well, I always assume stormtroopers how did I think of them as a kid? I had no sympathy for them. I mean, because they were working for the bad guy. That was it.
Yeah.
No,
Never even thought of them. They were just people to die for my heroes to win.
Yeah.
Like
exactly.
Yeah.
The first time I ever heard the word stormtrooper was from Star Wars, and I thought it was made up for the movie. My history teacher corrected me.
Honestly, that was my first reference to it. I was 7, so I had no idea. I started learning about World War II like right after that, probably.
It goes back to World War One.
Yeah, and it does. Yes, it does.
The Germans started the shock troop idea back then. But if they were white, it wouldn't have worked.
I mean, they can make this. They can make Endor look like Vietnam, which supposedly what George Lucas was going for. Let's not think about the Ewok being the Vietnam.
They have munchkins.
Did they make any cameos?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yep. Connotations with that.
Have you seen the full video?
No.
Oh my god! You have to skip ahead a few minutes. There's a scene that I was laughing my ass off. That is just beautiful. No, it's not in the end. This is just 6 minutes.
I'm not gonna. I'll watch it later. I mean,
but there's one scene. I'm not gonna spoil it. There's one scene you're gonna laugh your ass off. Trust me, and it's just hilarious.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I think Ryan was laughing his ass off because the Ewoks were getting shot.
Yes, if I saw Ewoks getting plugged left and right.
That's pretty much what I was gonna. Didn't want to spoil, but the way they do it, it's hilarious. You're gonna applaud at the screen.
Guys, I gotta head off now. I'd love to stay, but I know that there are other people who want to get through, and I as I say, I haven't really got a lot to say in terms of content. I'll just sit back and watch, and if I pick up any news off you guys, I might nick it.
That's fine.
All right.
We all nip off each other. Come on. Let's be real.
You got to tweak those nips sometimes. All right.
I hear my takes all the time repeated back to me in videos.
All right. Well, take care, everybody, and have a great rest of the week.
Take care, man.
Take it easy.
And honestly, I don't care. I think it's I think we're all like in the same pool. It's fine. It happens. I'm sure I've done it to other people too. So
I think that was cool about that fan film too. I forget who was talking about it, and it really made me notice it. But they were saying like this Disney trilogy makes space so linear. Like, oh, you have to travel through this one thing, or oh, you have to fly straight ahead or straight at the enemy. And that was just in that first minute or so. They have all the winding around, going around all the enemies, maneuvering, not just up and down. And it's like, wow, they got that right in a fan film before Disney could.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Disney hit what was it? The speed limit in space. Yeah, they hit the speed limit. So every spaceship's in a row in the speed limit, and yeah, like it's linear nonsense.
Terrible.
So dumb.
So terrible.
So dumb.
Oh my God, you forget how dumb they were.
Soon they'll run out of space gas. What the fuck?
How you doing, Ace?
I'm doing great. I spent the weekend in Grand Junction, Colorado, for the weather and some old car auctions, which I didn't get anything because it was too expensive. But like 66 Buick Roadmasters, 29 Ford trucks that have like a bar, like an alcoholic bar in the back. I'm like, I guess that's how they did it.
What are they going for? What's too expensive?
I mean, it's over 10,000, and
okay.
You've got to put work into it. And
God,
and I'm like, I'm trying to see if I can get a car for under 1,000 that I can like bring to a lemon race, you know?
Yeah. So you don't have to like scour the earth to find parts if a part goes.
Yeah, I'm looking for like a real common, like maybe a police interceptor, because that's, there are millions of them.
Yeah,
so
those are cool. I kind of like those.
That's a fun weekend.
Nice. Well, welcome, Ace.
Wait, I do have to add, videos are hard, and I have to redo all of mine because apparently I don't know which software to use. So I'm trying to like add like this video and audio to this thing, and all my old personal videos are popping up, and I'm like, no, people can't see this online. Like, it's just technology is hard. I don't know how you guys do this, but props to you guys. That's how I feel every day now.
Oh, sure. Just use a separate editing program, one that will where the video and the audio are together. That's so the rendering, it's all in the rendering. That's why I like Camtasia. It just renders right there. It takes a ton of fucking memory on your computer. Camtasia, it's 100. That's what Az and I use. It's not perfect at all, but it's simple. Like anybody can use it, and it's fast. Boom, boom, boom.
That's what I need, because I'm trying to do this where I don't have to like stress out. So every time I'm like, oh, this is hard, I'm just take a break. So I realize that if I figure out the tech, that'll make my life so much easier.
Yeah, I record on OBS, and Camtasia is what I edit on.
Cool.
Yeah. Maybe I'll show the process someday. It'll be boring as fuck, so I'll just keep it on the member stream. But I'll show the process someday.
That might be good for one of the other channels, like the daily or live or.
Yeah, maybe Perry could make something fun out of it. Father, I went to the comic store yesterday.
What'd you get?
I got some funny books. I got action. I'm gonna pull it out on. That sounded terrible. I'm gonna show it on Real BBC. But I got Action Comics 99, and I got Batman like 138, both CG and both reasonably priced. Like really reasonably. Older DC stuff just is not worth what Marvel is. You can get Golden Age stuff now cheaper than Marvel Silver Age.
I still enjoy it. As you know, I'm into the Silver Age, Bronze Age Superman. I just picked up this facsimile the other day. I've never read any of it before. The number one from the Eternals.
What I remember the Eternals is it never grabbed me. Like ever.
I don't see the appeal to it so far. I mean, the other one I picked up the other day, and I think it was yesterday, and I just finished watching it, was Invincible. And I gotta say, I was really amazed with the TV show, and the comic seemed really good. I want to read more of it.
Well, the TV show really reflects the art from the comic, for one. That's one of the key things. If you're going to go animated, make it look like your damn comic book.
Yeah, I mean, the animation was good, and the story was great.
Yep. Why do you think the X-Men animated series was so damn successful? It looked like the comic book.
Well, the same thing with Batman, Superman.
Yep. Did you ever read the Superman and Batman from the early aughts by Jeff Loeb and Ed McGuinness? Oh, no. Get it. The first 24 issues are epic, absolutely epic. And you can probably get it for cheap. Michael Turner did some work on it. Yeah, it's really good. It was
Yeah.
the best-selling comic book in my store for a long time, above
So from the early
events and
2000s?
everything. What was that?
The early 2000s?
Early 2000s, yeah.
And it was a combo team.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And
Okay.
like by far the best-selling comic book in my store. Here we go.
I'll look into it. What was the other one that I just got?
There we go. Oh my God, Superman looked like Superman. Batman looked like Batman.
I think I probably showed this one.
There's two different covers, right? There's a Superman cover and there's a Batman cover, right? So here we go. What was that? Let's see if I see that again, Father. Put that up. Sorry, I didn't see it. Oh, there you go. Oh no, he got Hitler. And look, Nick Fury's white. He's white.
Rough and gruff.
Yeah.
Triggered.
Just ignore my spelling on the top. So yeah. So this is
Okay, I think I've seen that cover before.
Yeah,
I just never read the story.
Oh, so that's the Superman cover, number one. That's the Batman cover, and it is a friggin' great book.
See, the one that I collected the whole series was the Deadpool Spider-Man that came out a few years ago, and I really enjoyed that one. I mean, it's just the team up between the two of them. But that actually looks good.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, that was my first run of comics. I think I was like 11 when those came out, or 12.
That was funny. This is when comics were just great. There's some Michael Turner stuff right there. Oh man, I miss that guy. He was good at drawing sexy women underwater, and he got cancer, died too young.
They put him on Aquaman.
They put him on Aquaman. He did probably some covers because he worked for Aspen, right? And he did his own thing for a while, and then he came over because of Jim Lee. He came over and did some work for DC, and his he did Teen Titans covers, and his shit was just insanely popular. Like anything he touched sold like crazy.
But yeah, if you go searching for Aspen Comics, it's all women underwater.
It's all yeah. Yeah, here we go. Just to give you an idea. Like I said, he was popular. Can't imagine why. Fathom.
Damn.
Yeah.
Know your audience.
Know your audience. But he drew all the, with the big eyes. He liked women. He did. He liked the female form. Nobody's against that.
God, I'd buy that shirt.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Gary, but
really
where
good
do they have
advertising.
their organs? Where do the ladies have their organs?
They are on the inside somewhere in a parallel Michael Turner Aspen dimension.
Where are all the female figured comic book characters there?
Well, we didn't care about that crap back then. Like the late 90s with Danger Girl and which was J. Scott Campbell, right? So it was sexy women for like 10 years straight. And I didn't have a problem with it. I never did. That was the feminism from the late 90s was fine. I didn't, you had to like suffer like a Lilith Fair and some Sarah McLachlan music. But aside from that, it didn't really bother me.
What's funny is there was a TV series called Surface a while ago. It was only one season. Originally, they wanted to call it Phantom, but they changed it because of the comic book.
All right, I think I might hop out and let some of the people backstage in.
All righty, yeah, we're gonna go for like 5 more minutes. So thanks, Ironcaster.
No problem.
Yeah, I'll do the
same. I'm gonna do the same as well.
All right, take care, everyone. We'll get these people in here quick. I appreciate you, Father. I think of you when I go to the comic store now. I'm like, what would Father pick up? Because like if you ever get out to California, I know it would ever bring you here, maybe to give California its last rites. Go to Southern California Comics.
I know you talked about them.
Yeah.
I know that I got to talk to a few other guys. I want to see what there is in Vegas, comic stores and
There's
stuff.
good
I don't know
comic
if there's
stores in
anything.
Vegas. There's
So,
like, don't like really do your research, because you'll like end up taking a cab ride out to one that's like a newsstand. That you're
well,
like,
I'm hoping that
minutes in.
others will have cars or something, carpooling type thing. But
Oh, there will be.
yeah.
But either way, you
so-
still want to do your research, because there's a couple of stores there that are just like newsstands. So they're just
Well,
going to
I made the mistake a few years ago going to Mile High Comics. I will never go back there. I mean, the prices are literally a mile high.
They're insane. And
the guy that runs it's a nut.
Oh, Chuck, he likes to dress up
Drag queen for kids.
Yeah, and for kids. So I stopped supporting him when he did that.
For kids, you lose me
For
when
kids,
it's for
that's
kids.
the key word right there. For kids, I know drag queens who would not dream of pulling their shit with kids.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I may not agree with it, but when you go for kids, it's like.
Yep.
Yeah.
And plus, I mean, the prices are just insane there.
Well, yeah. He's always he's a blowhard too. I mean, he's the guy on the Comic-Con documentary that Spurlock did. He was a big part of, and he just like blasted out. Yeah, I carry around $30,000 in cash, which I did. Like, you have to walk around Con with a lot of cash on you because you have to make change, and a lot of people. This was before credit cards were easy to do. So yeah, I had to walk around with like $5,000 to $10,000 cash in my pockets, and I didn't have bodyguards. So this guy like just blasts out there. Yeah, all the comic dealers have thousands of dollars of cash in their pocket. I'm like, you fucking asshole.
Yep.
Dick.
Might as well put a target on your back.
Yeah. And guess what? After that, people got shook down. Big fuck. Oh, I was like, I hated that guy.
Well, his store got broken into about a year or two ago.
Yeah, it did.
I mean,
he
they
went
took
out.
a lot of fancy things. I mean, you go into that store, and I gotta say, I was amazed. I mean, you got like a Fantastic Four #1 or something. I mean, they got it for like $33,000 right on display at the front of the store.
Yeah, you have to, for one, you just take a scan of it and you put it on a bag and board and you place it up and you say, ask for assistance. That's what you do. But no, he's a blowhard, and that's what he does. And that's why he gets robbed. I mean, I used to have people come into my store all the time going, what's the most expensive thing you got? I mean, like, who goes into a store asking that? I'm like, not,
The guys who were casing the joint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
I'd just like to say, hail, Gary. How are you, sir? And hail, everybody else. Hi.
Hail.
Hail.
And my
Yes,
answer
go ahead.
was 4.
Managed to sneak my way in towards the end, which is great. Thanks.
Oh, no problem, dude. No problem. So
I'm going to pop out here. I
Okay.
just wanted to say thanks for letting me come on the stream, and thanks for the Primal recommendation as well. It was awesome.
Oh, yeah. It's so good. It's
And
so
if
good.
Perry Chan's out there listening, that last intro to Friday Night Tights, I was dead.
That was a killer. Yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah.
What's the funniest things I've ever seen? But
That
yeah,
was one of his best of all
yeah,
time.
it's classic. Have a good night, guys.
Ninja
Thanks.
Ninja. Later.
Later.
Two kids.
Later.
Bye.
Hey, Gary, speaking of Friday, I don't know if you saw, but there was like a Tucker Carlson clip that I saw about the UFO from San Diego from 2 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if you saw that since it was during FNT.
I think that's what we just showed earlier. I don't know.
Oh,
if you were
I came in halfway, so sorry about that.
Yeah. We showed it a little bit earlier. And yeah, it's bizarre. And this stuff's always off San Diego now. So that's getting kind of weird. Maybe the alien base is off the beaches of San Diego.
And if they're researching anyone, I don't think we want them looking at what California's doing.
Yeah,
that's not going to bode well for us.
News, if they're like,
they might just turn around.
Yeah, this is like San Diego's the land of the lotus eaters. So it's just a bunch of people smoking pot, going, dude. That's why I could not believe they rioted here during BLM shit. That's what I'm like. This shit's planned because San Diegans don't fucking riot over shit unless you take away their weed. Then they might riot over something. They'll be like Brad Pitt in True Romance. They'll be like, I'll fucking kill you, man. Then they'll fall asleep on the couch.
Hey Gary, did you see
yeah.
something that happened recently on Amazon?
What's that?
Here, I'll show you because I think this might be a little interesting to show.
Okay.
Has to do with comics. And
good
it
to see
might
you.
explain a
All right.
little.
Hello, Untamed Mando. Good to see you. Welcome.
Hail to you.
Hail to you. Are you
It's
are
great
new
to see
to our
everyone
member
here.
stream?
I am a new member.
A
I
newbie.
wanted to show off a couple of comics that I got because of you.
Oh, nice. Oh, that is such a beautiful run right there. Look at that. Here, I'm going to focus on that. Hang on. What? That is some Eric Larson right there. Look at that, Doctor. Is that Doctor? Yeah, that's Doctor Doom. Look at that.
Yep, Dr. Doom.
Oh, that's what Eric Larson knew how to draw. He was good in Spider-Man. That's a good run, right? 3 through 400. You can't go wrong with 300 through 400, or 200 through 400 is like 400. It's after 400. No, it's fine. It's like 450 where things start going a little down, and then 600 you can end right there.
Yeah, I didn't have any idea that I lived next to a comic shop until I Googled it. And I was like, there's a comic shop down the road from my house. And I just went Saturday and got some comics.
Sweet.
You'll be surprised.
I love it. Well, welcome. And okay, what you were going to show me something on Amazon. What do you got?
Yep. So here's what I think you might find a little interesting. So recently in a newsletter, they were promoting about these new Marvel comics that you can read while they have it basically featured until, I believe, June. But here's the interesting thing. Notice this. So first is Infinity Gauntlet. Then there's Amazing Spider-Man by Nick Spencer, so a newer run. Then you got Ta-Nehisi Coates' Captain America Volume 1. So already you're noticing a difference between these three. Immortal Hulk, Miles Morales, Star Wars Darth Vader, for Volume 1, and that's it. So they really have one classic and then a bunch of random stuff.
A bunch of shit. Let's just say it. Like Immortal Hulk was a concept that I initially thought was pretty cool. I did. But then Al Ewing became a shithead and then ruined it later. But it was a really good concept. So like we're seeing storytelling, like people might disagree on the woke, but you gotta people need to remember, some people need to remember that what we have potential good stories that are being completely subverted and usurped by woke ideals. So while you might not find something particularly woke in the story, you're going to go, why did they do that? Well, they did that certain thing, like why did they have the Ancient One be a Celtic woman? Well, the excuse was to please China. Well, they killed two birds with one stone on that one because the Ancient One was connected to Taiwan, which they couldn't do for China, but you could have certainly put another Asian man there of any kind of descent. No. They wanted Dr. Strange to be mentored by a woman. It was very important that it was a woman because that's what the MCU will be now. Now, once in a while is fine. It's no problem, but it's like every time now, and it's why they're doing it. And does it make sense to have a Celtic woman be the Ancient One in the Doctor Strange movie? No. I mean, if it's an Asian woman, sure. Okay, that would have been much more believable than a Celtic woman, which I thought was insane. But whatever. It's fine. They tried to make it like, oh my God, why am I blanking on it now? Highlander.
You want to know the funny thing?
Gary, I have known some very ancient Celtic women in my time.
Yeah, yes, I bet you have.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, what? Wrong one. There you go. That's the one.
I think
So-
ads
Top
might
off,
have screwed
so
up your
anybody else wants-
soundboard.
Okay, Father. We
So
got
we'll
you,
catch
man.
up with you guys later.
Thank you. Yeah, we're going
I
for a
know.
couple more minutes here.
The funny thing is that in the email that they featured it, they literally said, read these popular Marvel comic stories.
Yeah, that's a word.
Popular.
Yeah.
They're
One's
lying.
popular. The others are not really as much.
When you have to lie in your marketing and do it openly, you know that you're lying. Your audience knows you're lying. But what they are relying on is the new ones to not know that they're lying. And it's just open now, and it's totally okay when it wouldn't have been before. I mean, because technically that's not true. That's not. Now they could, I guess they could say popular characters, Spider-Man, Captain America, sure. Hulk, absolutely. Popular titles, that would then, are you saying they sold well? Because they didn't. And most people haven't read them, and most of those books are in bargain bins or in dollar bins right now. Dollar bins are filled with comics that have come out in the last 2 years. I
you can't even get rid of them in the charity stores or secondhand stores. They just lie there.
You're right. Stores won't take them.
Yeah. So the popular is a word that can easily be and has been redefined by the current ruling hierarchies in culture. So
yep,
it means nothing now. It means whatever they want it to mean. Like anything else in the Merriam-Webster dictionary, they can make it read anything they want. Popular, it's just some group in Berkeley liked it.
Well, all they have to do is just narrow the field in their marketing, like McFarlane did. The most successful animated show at 1:00 in the morning.
Well, that's right. Yeah. This is it. It hit #1 at that time. Yeah.
It's the fastest growing show on something that, on a network where nothing is growing. What was Star Trek Discovery was the most popular original series on CBS. So it wasn't the most popular on CBS All Access.
And it is an age-old. It's an age-old trick. They say, "Oh, we increased our circulation by 5,000%." Well, yeah, you went from one person to 50 people. It's yeah, great, but you're still only getting 50 people.
We had a net positive.
Yeah,
right. We gained one person.
Our revenue increased.
The best
I'm not sure what's the correct etiquette. It's my first time live streaming at all on YouTube. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you fine.
Hey. Yep. Hey.
Welcome.
Hi. Hail chat. Hail Nerdrotic. Just wanted to say, this talk about you being a gateway drug, it's actually correct. You're the first, you're the one who actually brought me to YouTube for the first time. I discovered all these other streams. I've been hating Star Trek for the last 10 years with a passion, and everywhere I would look, it's live everywhere. And I discovered you at 2 a.m, opening YouTube for a random reason and finding this guy ranting about, season 1 of Discovery. And finally someone making sense. So I actually watched all of your videos, every video.
You binged? Holy shit.
I binged everything. And then my better half found what I was watching, because I was watching it without her knowing. Now she's got a big heart-on for Game of Thrones. And she was utterly heartbroken from season 8. I always hated it, but she hated season 8. And finally someone's making sense. And everywhere around us is just lies. So there was a sense of relief to finding your channel. So
it's funny, Human Kirk, that you should say that, because my wife came into the room 10 minutes ago and said, "You're addicted, aren't you?" It's true. I can't help it. Sorry, and Gary, you are to blame.
The number of hours of great conversation we've had from watching your videos is absolutely priceless. I'm grateful to be here.
It's surreal to hear, Human Kirk, and welcome. Because I am usually alone in this room for most of my day. I see my son for a couple hours, but it's a YouTuber's life is solitude. And we're always like checking Twitter every 5 minutes and, the news and variety. And it's nice to talk to people. That's why I love this. This is my favorite part of my days is talking to you guys.
We actually stop what we're doing when you're live streaming because we're in Europe, so there's quite a bit of time difference. So sometimes we're going shopping and say, no, Nerdrotic is streaming. So stop what you're doing and just watch. It's brilliant. But
thanks.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. Yeah, things stop.
You guys discovered the big secret. What's that? Let me see that. Untamed Mando.
Yeah, what is
You can't just flash it there. You got to show me oh, look at that. Secret Wars 2.
Nice.
Oh, you're muted.
You're muted.
You're
Mando.
muted. We can't hear you. Look at there's Power Man, there's She-Hulk. Black costume Spider-Man. I love it. See those are comic books. Mr. Fantastic, greatest power ever known to any human being ever. But you found out our secret. Our secret is we're not bullshitting you, and they have been bullshitting you. The Access Media has been bullshitting you, and that's the exact reason I went to YouTube. I'm like, they're full of shit. There's no way that like people like Captain Marvel. I kept on seeing Captain Marvel's this popular character. I'm like, I don't know. I remember selling her comic and people really didn't like it very much. I remember her sales, Kelly Sue Comics first issue dropped 70% from 1 to 2 in my store. And I'm like, well, that's not good. I'm not going to order a lot of these. People hate it. But then I kept on reading that it's great. About a year later, I'm like, this is insane. So I found Diversity in Comics. I found this guy who like reviews comics with them on his lap, and you can see his fucking crotch and everything, and like the crap that he throws on the floor in his car. And I couldn't stop watching him, because his takes were good. And I'm like, wow, what is going on? And I went down the rabbit hole, like down the rabbit hole.
And what's great about this is that what you're doing is actually widening the pie. It's not true that, oh, you're taking money from somebody else. If you weren't there, I wouldn't be on YouTube at all. It's actually, you're bringing people to YouTube. I wasn't spending anything on I cut cable, had no satellite, nothing. I don't even go to the movies anymore. It just all sucks horribly. And last time I've been to the movies was 5 years ago.
Oh, whoa. Well, think of it. It's been 5 years. It's been bad for 5 years, I would say.
It's been bad for longer. It's just at some point I just gave up. Screw you all. I'm going home. In the voice of Cartman.
The last movie
been
my
awful.
wife and I saw was Tarzan. That was it.
Tarzan? Which one? Like the one from the 80s?
The one from the guy that was in that latest Godzilla movie.
It was the Warner Brothers one.
Oh, yes. I completely forgot about that movie.
It was the sequel one.
Well, that Tarzan movie was actually pretty freaking accurate to the books.
Yeah, the only movie we've been to the cinema to see in 3 years is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That's it. One movie in 3 years. And the rest we watch at home because it's if there's anything worth watching at all.
Yeah, the last one I saw in the theater was Birds of Prey.
Yeah. Oh dear.
I would have preferred if the last movie I saw in theaters was Sonic, but instead it's right now Mortal Kombat, and I'm not feeling great about that.
Yeah, I didn't feel one way or another about Mortal Kombat. I just because I have no investment in the characters. I thought the lead actor wasn't very good at acting, but damn, that guy would be a good Namor. That guy would be a good. If he could learn how to act, he would be the perfect Namor.
I think my problem was because I am somewhat invested, and especially since I really love the 95 movie, because it showed that there are interesting characters, and if you care about the backstory and stuff, it makes you invested in the plot, even if it may be generic somewhat. But the problem with the modern film is when it feels like they didn't know what they were doing because they had to rush through the second half. Because it felt like the studio interfered with so much that by the midway point, it feels like everything is going in fast forward, even though I didn't press the button.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, it's not like people don't know what they're doing. Okay, there's people who technically know what they're doing, but it's the story crafting. It's the actual story, telling the story. And if you're going to adapt something, take your freaking time to learn the source material. Or fans like this will go, nope, wrong. And don't argue with them. Listen. That's all you need to do.
There's a lot of people who know what they're doing on Discovery. It's just plain awful. That scene where they're mopping off Gene's organs from... I was so livid when I saw that. They know what they're doing. They're just
then it could not be a more fitting thing for them to be doing this, disgusting as they are.
They're mean.
That's what I mean.
Twin assault of
I would say there's
wokeness
a
and
little
lack of talent.
Because with the Discovery crew, quote unquote, they know what they're doing and it's terrible. Yes, but with Mortal Kombat, I believe I say they don't know because they clearly tried, because they somewhat learned from some of the mistakes of the '95 film. But it's clear that they didn't have enough to say no to the studio, because it seems like that. Yeah, they don't know what they're doing because they still had to obey to the studio, since the studio wanted Cole. The studio wanted, I believe, the less than 2 hour runtime, and it shows. It's a studio film.
Yeah, I don't know regarding the current film compared to the '95 film. The '95 film grabbed you from the first second with that music coming in, and it was a popcorn film all the way to the end. And I kid you not, first thing my brother and I did is get leave and go to the nearest record store to get the soundtrack. And it wasn't just me. It was like the entire theater was following us right to the
buy
record
soundtracks
store.
anymore.
There's a few of them out there.
No, not new ones maybe, but there's plenty of great old ones.
Vinyl. I've been
Just waited to give Latino Slant, our friend
Vinyl.
Our friend
I
Paulie
love
Latino Slant,
Vinyl.
mentioning the film Nobody. That's a good movie.
That was great.
Nobody's good.
Yeah,
Nobody's
it's a good
good.
movie.
Nobody's good. I've been watching. I watched that and lots of Babylon 5. So.
Oh, dude, as a Babylon 5 freak, I'm happy to hear that, Gary. Thank you, man.
I'm still looking for Babylon 1 to 4. Where do you find them? I can't find them anywhere.
You'll find them.
You'll
find right there.
You gotta go on the dark web for those.
Spoilers.
Dark web. All right, we got to wrap things up, folks. I gotta make it a video about probably Lord of the Rings.
Can I
Gary,
be
one
very,
question real quick, if I could add? Oh, I'm sorry. go ahead.
Sure.
I was going to say, can I be very indulgent? And it's not plugging me. I want to plug my good friend Wes Moody and the Wes Moody webcast. His channel is 6 away from 600 subs. He does a great Trekking on Tuesday show, lots of other great shows. So I want to plug Wes. He's a good chap.
Wes is good people. He's a member here.
Yeah, that's right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I know Wes. Yeah, absolutely.
Just one question, Gary. Have you gotten a package from Louisiana?
I have. I probably have. They're all outside my door. They were just picked up yesterday, and
It's
I have
from Mark C. It's from
So
Mark
yeah.
C.
Oh, is that the Mark C one? Oh, okay.
I don't know if you got my email about it, but I
did.
told you that.
I
Okay,
did.
good.
That
Thank
sounds
you.
like a great movie opening premise. Did you get the package from Louisiana?
We got the package from Louisiana. The Eagle has landed. So I got to. I will send them proper thanks, and that's going to be part of Toxic Mailbag.
Okay.
Coming out
Checking
soon.
because his sister really wanted you to have that because it was on his table for a long time. I was over there at his house last week and
Aw.
she had wanted you to have it. So yeah, it was rough being over there. But long story. But anyway, I just wanted to make sure that it had made it. So because it was important to him, he wanted to send it to you. Then he just got so sick, as you know.
Oh yeah. And we're gonna. You know what? I could probably include it on the Inquisition tonight. How's that sound?
You make Dimcock will break up a little bit there because he breaks up when we're talking about our buddy Mark C. I still do. His birthday would have been last Monday actually, and it showed tribute about him.
Mark C was around my channel like long time ago, long time ago. Like when I had under 10,000 subs. So he's been around for a long time. Yeah, or was.
And that at a lot of other people's channels as well. Everyone knew him as Mark C. It was always Steven to me till I started seeing that name. And his family back when all this happened, when he passed a couple months back, they didn't know any of this. How many people knew of him? How that you or Doomcock were friends with him, and all these other. None of them knew any of his secret identity, you might say, on YouTube as a someone who's. But how many people interacted with him is just incredible. They were blown away by it.
He was an absolute legend.
I miss him bad.
Yeah, I do too. And his comic knowledge was insane. It was really good.
I named my Monday night comic show after him, and we did a tribute to him Monday night talking about his favorite artist, John Byrne.
Ah,
because he loved him, and he and I used to argue about Burn. Huh?
Really? Because that's why he started watching me, because that's my favorite artist too. So that's I love Burn.
I love
man.
a lot of Burn's work, but I'm very critical of a lot of his writing and stuff, and especially I hated his Superman reboot, which you and him both loved, and that was the thing when we first started doing the show. He wanted, when are you going to have me on? We can argue about Superman, Burn, you know. For years he did that to me, and we did it finally. That was what I started with last year when I moved to YouTube. So
I had conversations with John Byrne because I was friends with the guy who ran his fan site
on his forum.
Robotics,
Mike O'Brien. Yeah, Byrne. So Mike O'Brien. If you want to know who Mike O'Brien is, go open a volume of Transmetropolitan, and he's the editor.
Oh, okay.
The editor is based on Mike O'Brien, who used to run John Byrne's website, who's also friends with Derek Robertson, and yeah.
Oh, okay, great. He loved Byrne. That was his artist, and so we thought that was fitting tribute, talking about his art and everything, you know, because he loved him. So
excellent. Well, we're gonna have to do like a comic thing, maybe we need to get you on Real BBC sometime, man.
I would love to, man. I would love to, and I'd love. We do the Global Geek Gang on Thursdays. I know you're a busy man, but if you ever want to pop in and say hi to we got the whole world watching in the middle of the day on there, and relatively speaking, and we get a bunch of geeks hanging out, and we'd love to have you pop in one of these days. Again, I know you're busy, Gary, but I'm just.
Did you hear about E. Gerber? They shut down. They stopped making bags and boards.
Oh no! They were the only ones that made Treasury bags, weren't they?
Yes, they were. So they were repurposed to make COVID supplies. Jamie Newbold did this yesterday. It's not. This isn't like you guys are. I put it on Twitter, but like here's the details. Jamie Newbold told me yesterday. He said, "I'm not selling bags and boards in bulk anymore." So I went on Amazon and bought what I could. They're really expensive. It's the high end shit, like the Mylar stuff, but it's completely shut down. And when and if they start production again, prices may double.
Oh man!
And I needed some more. I needed some more Treasury bags and boards. Oh.
Yep, and they're repurposed to make COVID supplies, and they got this huge government contract that would just give them tons of money. So like
short-term thinking for you.
Fuck bags and boards.
When you say Treasury bags and boards, are you talking about the big oversized books?
Yes, the Marvel was the only one that actually called them Treasury editions, but they are also DC had the tabloids and many others. I got a buddy of mine, Gary, who has every single Treasury ever made, and I don't just mean Marvel and DC. Dell did them before that, Goldkey, many after. It took him decades to finish his collection. He passed me up. I had a pretty good one, and he just.
Oh yeah, I have all the Marvel and DC, but I don't have all the others. No. Do you have the Stan Lee signed Superman versus Batman, the first one that was also supposed to? It was, God damn it! Why am I'm blanking on his name now. I always blank on his name.
You mean the original Superman Spider-Man one, or
who's the editor for DC in the 70s? Who got
Carmine Infantino was publisher at the time.
He was supposed to sign it, and he because he got fired right before it. So there's a note of apology in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and there's like 100 of them on the planet.
Wow!
Oh my God, that Superman Spider-Man first team up is one of the greatest comics ever made. I love it.
Oh yeah, it was. It was
so much.
That one, yes.
Yeah,
that's the one trade. That's the one Treasury edition I have CGC'd. So.
Oh really? You slabbed it, huh? Nice.
Yeah, I slabbed that.
Oh, I don't blame you.
Really good. What's up?
You should think about doing a members comic stream with Az potentially.
Yeah, if he's up for it. I mean, we do so much. I mean, like I'm live streaming damn near every day of the week now. Which like makes it very hard to produce videos, but I love live streaming, so screw it.
Of course, we love it too.
If he's up to it, like I'll invite him. That'd be fun. Yeah.
I just wanted to say real quick because I was noticing this. I know on my first member stream, I was looking back at the video you posted on here, and it was pretty cool because I was in the thumbnail with my Pikachu, and I was like, "Oh, sweet, first try." But then I noticed that. Bad news, that was also like the least viewed video on your channel. So sorry for taking your views, sir.
You're not taking my views. It's fine. It's the fact that we get like what do we have 4,000 or 5,000 people watching after these are done on Nerdrotic Live, which is it's got 47,000 subscribers. So that's 10% of your audience. That's fucking great. It's fantastic. I try to curate Nerdrotic. It's a very curated, channel. I like to get a certain amount of views on a video, and if it doesn't achieve that, I get mad, and then I go back to the what I call the basement, and I reassess situations. I try to do a better video, and it's like once a week now. I want to create like 2 videos a week, but that would mean cutting off a live stream.
Just got comments on your best videos is when you're brutally honest. If you're pissed, that's solid gold material.
I don't get like uber pissed a lot. That's the thing, It's I've seen so much of this shit happen. It's just like I just roll my eyes and try to make fun of it. But yeah, sometimes I get
if Lord of the Rings sucks, you're gonna pay for your new house.
Oh, I'm pretty pissed about one guy talking about representation of the rings. That's what I'm going after. I don't give a shit. Like, well, I'm going to break out like, okay.
You need to do a video on Cinematic Venom and Nostalgia Critic. They both attack the Lord of the Rings, and Cinematic Venom, especially, while he dialed back on some things, it could be a very good target video to talk about. Because while he has backtracked somewhat, he does stand by some points.
He could be wrong. I mean, everybody's gotten entitled to be wrong. Yeah.
Oh, he hates the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, you can just have bad taste. People have bad taste.
Yes.
It's born with it. You can't. You just pity them. That's all you got to do. If you don't find joy out of the Lord of the Rings, then I got nothing for you. I'm sorry to hear that, and I hope your life isn't as miserable as it probably will be, because it's like hating ice cream and puppies. Like, what?
Yes.
I have friends in college who said they said Tolkien can't hold a candle to Rowling. I'm like, that's it. I got to get a new place to stay.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
There is no hope for that person.
Where's the
trigger? There is no hope.
What in the
No. And I like Rowling. I read Harry Potter. I like it. Those books. Are you kidding me? The only thing she does, what she does well is she can write men. She can write boys and men like better than any other woman which is a very difficult thing. And it's good to see that perspective going, most dudes can't write women either. Like we're seeing it from the dude perspective, but women read, that's why Buffy was popular for a while, because Joss is an asshole, but he knew how to write women and interesting enough dialogue, right, to keep men and women entertained. But it's not an easy thing to do. Yeah. You're doing your best interpretation of something, and it's up to whether people buy into the story or not, at the most part.
That Rowling to Tolkien comparison being better than Tolkien is about the comic book equivalent of saying Mark Waid is better than Alan Moore. Mark Waid's okay, but Alan Moore was a giant of him.
See, I like both authors, but I will always be a Tolkien fan over J.K. Rowling. Like, I just recently got a 4-book set because it was on sale for $20.
Oh yeah,
on Amazon.
Look at that!
Wow, nice.
Right on.
Oh hell
yeah! It just came in yesterday.
That's so exciting.
Excellent.
You need to read that right now. No, on that note, I reread those a lot. It's the Silmarillion that God bless just some guy reads it once a year. I'm like,
wow.
Yeah, it's a bit of a tough one for me. Okay. I'm going to tell you right now. It's a good audiobook. It's a good audiobook, but as far as reading it, my ADHD goes, but there's a lot of really good shit in it, but it's much better when somebody reads it to you, to be honest with you. Okay, so I'm gonna roll. Thanks everyone who's in here. Thanks to all the members. I appreciate all of your support. Again, it's just always good to keep our eye, as YouTubers, as content creators, keep our eye on the prize. Always keep our eye on the prize. There's going to be distractions left and right. People want you to go after other YouTubers. They want you to get involved in some drama, whatever. That's what Disney, that's what they all want. They all want us to shut up and go away because we're effective. It's going to be a long road, though. And you did hear in this very stream, we have new people. We have new people coming in all the time. who have either no idea this was going on or didn't realize it was as bad or decided like this is my time to come out and join this or whatever. It's always happening. That's why we can't stop. And yes, we're going to sound repetitive sometimes. And like, God, we're going to like, oh my God, this argument, like we're, especially with the COOF, we see news repeating itself, and I had somebody going off on me about the Black Superman thing. I'm well, no. This is different from the last one because he's Kal-El now. It's not that he's going to be Val-Zod or something else. They are replacing Clark Kent they're making him black now. That's the difference in the argument, so you got to keep doing it. And I appreciate all of your support. So everyone.
We appreciate you, Gary. Thanks for all you do.
I appreciate you, Gary.
Yes,
Thank
Gary.
you.
Bye now.
Have a safe day, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.
By the way, this is going.
Take care, everyone.